I just want to share something. I became number first place here because I fucking love this thing. I fell in love with this goddamn thing. I took these things very seriously. And I fell in love with New Loka. Loka means world.
Your humanity is a beacon for all.
Yeah, well, it talks about humanity. All about humanity. The purification of humanity. Look at these fucking things. Humane, bountiful, benevolent, pure. You think that would be number one. But nope, they made that flawless. Is anything really truly flawless? I mean, my Warframe here is fucking beautiful. Beyond words can describe. Magnificent is even an understatement. I made this thing so overwhelmingly, extremely, jaw-droppingly beautiful. Anyway, that's not the point of it. It's not about me trying to make a fucking video trying to admire how much I love this goddamn thing, how it's an expression of myself or an extension of myself. No, this is about a certain quest here, the Silver Grove. And when you play the Silver Grove, it gives you a very special Warframe. There we go. Not only is this an extremely spiritually beautiful image here, what it gives you is it gives you the fucking Titania thing. You get Titania for this shit. You're awarded it. And I just wanted to point out that there's a connection to how I kept explaining how fairies and humans are connected. Fairies are insectoids. And I explained that over and over again. Despite they seem like they're universes apart, fairies and humans are more than related. Humans are like, well, humans are fairies. And that sounds like the most insane, irrational, retarded thing you can hear from someone. But fairies are insectoids. And the creators, I just think this is one hell of a strange coincidence. But the creators of humanity are fairies. You're like, no, what are they, with a magic wand? You don't understand. The Greys have green pupils. The glowing green pupils is what I like to call the seal of the Fae, or the greatest proof that something is a fairy soul, an insectoid. Vor, giantism, these are fairy sects. I could go on about the insectoid world, about fairy hives, hive world, but it's not about that. I just found it to be a hell of a coincidence. A hell of a coincidence. Well, you're probably wondering, how did fairies create humanity? Well, they did it with sin. They committed humans with sin. And the sin was science. Science, I'm not going to go into explain why science is bad. I'm not going to, because the religion had a pure version of doing science, and science for the sake of science is extremely corrupted and sinful, and that alone makes no fucking sense. Well, isn't knowledge just knowledge? Yes, but you don't understand. It's not that simple. If you want to learn for the sake of learning, that's not actually bad. That's not sinful. It's actually quite good. If you're learning just for the sake of learning, even just for learning just to be more intelligent, that's a noble cause. That's a spiritually good cause. You don't understand science. You don't understand why science is evil. It's not the knowledge gathering. There is an element of pure corruption, pure unholiness that powers this thing with the masquerade. It was just for knowledge. It's more complicated than that. Much more complicated. And this is not the video for that. What happened is that the Greys, or shall I call them Grey Fae, who are also insectoids. All fairies are insectoids. If it's not an insectoid, it's not a fairy. Just like all dragons are reptiles, but not all reptiles are dragons. If it's not a reptile, it can't become a dragon. There's even dragon turtles. I don't care if you see a unicorn on Draco, it's not a reptilian. I don't care if you see a unicorn in fairyland. It's not a fairy. Get my point? Well, what you get for it after completing the quest, you get... Well, I got the Prime version because Prime's always fucking better, but you get... Any day now. What the fuck is it? Where? Oh shit! I gotta use another slot for it. Shit. Where the fuck's that titania? I'm trying to show you the Warframe. There you go. You get this thing, and I probably colored it. Yep, black and red. Sticking around. There we go. Nope. There we go. Oh, fuck's sake. There we go. You get this thing, titania. This thing is literally, this is a Warframe, but the real titania is like many deities. They're fucking assholes. Anyway, but like many deities, she only cares about fairies. You could say that her heart goes to Fae, but that'd be an infinite understatement. If you try to connect to Titania, and you're not a fairy, I get you, I just said humans are fairies, but they're not fairies. That sounds like a contradiction. They have not, but okay, let me explain this. The reason why the alien agenda is to kill the human, turn it into a hybrid, which basically makes it more Fae. Well, actually, at that point, it will develop to become a lesser insectoid, lesser Fae, but it'll still be Fae. That's their agenda. That's one reason why they gotta wipe out the world in a massive war this year. If it happens. If it happens. If it happens. If you think you're wrong, that's ridiculous. There's gonna be no war of the Greys. No. I said the word if. 2023. This year is supposed to happen. Supposed to is the key word. Let's go back to this. That's better. Silver Fae. Silver Hive. Darkland. Anyway. So I just wanted to let you fucking know that, let me change my weapons out real quick. 1 second. I just want to let you goddamn know that I found it coincidental as fuck that after doing the New Locust thing all about humanity, you end up getting the Queen of the Fairies as the reward. I found that very, very intriguing. I found that almost too coincidental. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Anyway, you get to look at a beautiful silver fairy while I talk about one thing real quick. And that's just the general gist of it all. Is that they're supposed to do a war this year. If there is no war, then they either died in space or they failed. The Greys are known to be massive fuck-ups. They're known. Let me just change this out real quick. Once I would just change it. Okay. Go to this thing. This beautiful rock. Literally beautiful ass rock. Anyway, you got the crystals and everything. It was worth every penny. Or should I say platinum? Anyway. But yes, what's supposed to happen? They're supposed to, oh, I just want to show off this. Oh, no, crush. See? I got it. I make little grass. It's fucking beautiful. Spiritual. Anyway, back on track. Back on fucking track. Back on motherfucking track. Excuse me. So I just found it interesting that in Warframe that connection was there. That That shouldn't happen. There should be no connection. That should be an impossibility. And yet it's there. And these little signs should not be ignored. And humans are fairies. Paganism is a good example of that fairy energy or fairy DNA expressing itself. There are many, shall I say, corrupted DNA strands that keep humans from being their fey self, and because they really can't, because they don't have enough of it. But but most of human DNA is made up of the grays. It's just really fucked up DNA, and I mean really fucked up DNA, which keeps them from being anywhere near a true insectoid, or fairy for that matter. That's why humans have the human energy that they are, because, well, they're incomplete. Humans are incomplete creatures from the grays. That's what they are. And there's a lot of dumbass religions out there saying that God made mankind and God put humans on this earth, and that's not true. It wasn't God. God didn't make the human race. It was the grays. I promise, and I swear. And I know you probably don't believe me. It was the grays. It was the Fae. Therefore, the Fae created human. The word Fae even means the fates. For it is your fate to become a fairy. It is your fate to join the Fae. And no, you're not going to look like a little small fairy. Fairies are big. Especially the females. A male, just study arthropods. A male could be like 5 feet. The female is going to be like 12 feet. The male's going to be able to could probably pick up a tire. The female could probably pick up 20 fucking cars. The male usually eats all the plants. The female is a carnivore, and romantically she'll eat the male. And then she'll probably murder all the other goddamn women in a fucking war to prove her superiority. Well, how do queens get voted in, or get created? The strongest and most powerful female takes the throne while she slaughters all the rest in a massive war with all the other alpha females. In Fairyland, if you're a female, might makes right. In Fairyland, that's how it works. I don't give a fuck, it's barbaric. It works. It's nature. The strongest takes all. The strong one takes everything. The most powerful and ruthless female gets everything in existence. She gets all the sex, she gets all the babies, she gets all the power, she gets to smear her scent all over the wall, defecation and urination. In Fairyland, it is a magical spiritual place, but the magical spiritual place for arthropods. Yes, it has a lot of extremely advanced spiritual things, but still, they're insectoids, and it's heaven for bugs. It's bug heaven. Fairyland is literally bug heaven. I don't think human beings would really enjoy the idea of being eaten by their romantic partner. Human beings have this thing called monogamy. Monogamy doesn't exist in Fairyland. Actually, being monogamous, I think, would be considered a sin. You don't be... Shut the fuck up, you little bastard. I think, well, I'll let you know. No, I'm over my ship. Fuck, I'm over my ship. This fucking dog's annoying as hell. Come on. Get me in there. Any day now. Any day now. What the fuck?
Meditation. War is a lifetime scholarship. The enemy, no finer teacher.
Great, I gotta repaint my ship again. Anyway, I don't give a fuck about that. I just want to let you know that in Fairyland, a human male, which his energy doesn't belong there, would probably try to make a marriage. There is no marriage in Fairyland. You don't marry in Fairyland. There's no marriage. I'm telling you the truth because I'm from there. I didn't cross over from another dimension, fuckface. I was supposed to be here to be part of the great agenda. They forced me because I was a ghost with the other dead Fae. There was a massive fucking war. I don't want to get into it. We were invaded again. And the Greys try to fight these fuckers off. Super long story short. They just put it this way. I was abducted. It was necromancy through technology. Technomancy. and they force me part of this agenda. All of us hybrids have implants in our fucking head. So it's an incredibly sophisticated, complicatedly long story that I'm not going to tell here. I just wanted to give you the briefing. So, yeah, human males would not want to be in Fairyland at all. At all. Humans don't belong in Fairyland. It's bug heaven, it's arthropod heaven, it's utopia for fairies. There's a lot of worms in Fairyland, and Fairyland's a very, very, very dark and disgusting place. Even if you're on the Gold Hive, what you stupid humans call the Seeded Core, which is really called Gold Hive. What about the Unseeded Core? Dark Hive, or Silver Hive. Actually, it's Gold Hive, Silver Hive, Light Hive, Dark Hive. Gold in the light, silver in the night. So, that's how it works. And the most ruthless of them all is Titania. She's so fucking violent. Most deities are not afraid of other deities. Deities are afraid of Titania. She's a psycho goddess. She's one of those deities that gives other deities nightmares. So I thought I'd let you goddamn know that. Titania is one of those fucking goddesses that you severely want to fuck. If you're a human being, don't pray to her. She'll just kill you. I mean, she doesn't tolerate anything. Unless you're a fairy, do not pray to her. If you have a little fairy in you, she's still gonna hurt you, but she may not flat out smite you. She has no mercy. She has no care. She is the most. She's more sadistic than most demons. You can't get more sadistic than a demon, and Titania is more sadistic than a demon. She's the queen of Fae, queen of arthropods, queen of insectoids, queen of all hives, mother of the Fae, arch mother of the Fae. And this bitch means, well, I don't want to say business, because that's the wrong word to use. That's a human word. Sin shit. You can't spell business without sin in the middle. I dare you, spell the word business. The word sin is literally right in the fucking middle. Anyway. But she's serious as fuck. Oh, fuck you, you creepy Easter egg from the devs. I'm always watching you. It's great. So is fucking Big Brother. Conspiracy term means the government, or FBI, or CIA, or the Men in Black, which I find it awkward that the Men in Black and the FBI look almost identical. They dress the same, they're almost all white people, all have black glasses. What a coincidence. They also have 3 letters in their identify themselves. FBI, Men in Black, MIB, FIB, just change an F to an M. Anyway. I just want to let you guys know that, okay? That's all I want to do. Equipment. Arsenal. What the fuck? Let me all it back here. I guess I'll do this for a minute. Yes, I'm showing up my warframes. Oh, send me back. Shit. Fucking annoying dog won't shut up then. Anyway. So I'll let you guys know that. But yeah, that's true about Fairyland. Well, you're probably wondering where Fairyland come from. See, that's the confusing thing. The Greys say that Fairyland comes from Earth. But I've been from Fairyland, and there are our environment, our atmosphere, and the things on our planet are nowhere to be found here. Even the energy is extremely different, like kind of like white and black, or fire and water, extremely different. Well, this planet is extremely different from that. See, on our planet we had flowing plasma.